Okay, let's continue working here. Okay, the next video. Hello everyone, one more time. We're back into the studio and we continue working here. Okay, so I continue studying my stuff here and let me just open up my UTG range, 15%. Okay, good. And let me, okay, discount this one. Okay, good. So this is our opening range that we have here. Great. And we're going to work now with, let's see, we already worked with this ace 5, king 10 we skipped, 5 5, we worked with that. Okay, king king, ace 3 10. Okay, we didn't have any check raising range there as far as I remember. Ace 3 10. Okay, well, let's take a look at this one. Okay, we opened with king king. Actually, very interesting because I might bet versus players who know, because you have such great range advantage here, you might possibly bet a small amount of the like into the pot. But at the same time, maybe it is reasonable to play check call with kings, right? It is quite reasonable as well. So like it depends on you, because if you bet, you improve the opponent's range a lot. If you check, you keep a lot of bluffs in the opponent's range that he potentially might bet into you on later streets, seeing your checks, and he will have this intention to steal the pot. That's why like checks are very powerful, and you should have your check calling range constructed, not just bet everything or fold everything, right? So let's take a look at this hand. I like this hand. Let's investigate this one. Okay, so let's imagine that we don't play versus this small blind, but we play versus the button with 100 big blinds who is going to call us. Okay, good. So as usual, I have my opening range here. Great. And here we're going to have ace 10. What is that? Ace 10 3 rainbow, right? Ace 10 3 rainbow, right? Ace 10 3 rainbow. Okay, great. Ace 10 3 rainbow. Now let's see. Let's investigate what we're going to bet, what we're going to check call, and so on. I think this is actually very good practice. You know why? Because like everyone who hits these aces, he starts betting crazily, like every ace that they have. You should, to be honest, have some really nice and very strong aces in your check calling range. So let's see what we have here. And as usual, let me open up the calculator. As you can see, we hit the board dramatically, and so a lot of our aces, they strike here and they hit here, and a lot of tens that we have here. Okay, this is really, really great. Okay, so in total, we're going to have 163.7, and we multiply this by 0.6 in order to find out the range that we're going to bet here, 98.22. Okay, let's go around it. First, what are our super strong combinations that we can bet for sure? Aces, tens, ace king, ace king, ace queen, ace queen, right? That's a lot. Take a look at that. That is 30. Okay, now the question is, and 3 is fed up, right? So the question is, do I want to bet my aces, for example? I think versus stations, we can bet these aces. But overall, they are so strong here, I don't think we need that to do here, okay? As for ace king, ace queen, I think we do bet them because the opponent will rarely have anything better than ace queen. Yeah, they rarely call with ace king. So I think we are good to bet these guys here into the opponent. Okay, now let's see, we have 27.45. Now let's start building up some bluffs around this. Okay, what can we bet as bluffs? First candidates, as usual, are going to be our draw flushes. Wait a second, we have actually some more value bets here with ace 10. Yeah, that want to bet right here, right now, to be honest. Why? Because they are kind of vulnerable. Yeah, so maybe we want to bet them as well. Okay, so actually, you see, we have a very small amount of these ace 10s, so we're up just 4.5 more hands that are going to bet here. Okay, good. So let's go back to our bluffs. So bluffs were built around our gut shots and our straight draws. Okay, so king jack, king queen, oh I mean queen jack, right? What else? Let's see. King, king, king. Okay. Ace jack, no. Jack 10, queen 10, king 10, ace jack. Wait a second, so what else? Kings, right? King queen, queen jack, king jack. Okay, so looks like these are our bluffs, but we don't have enough. We need definitely more bluffs here, right? Absolutely. So we need to figure out what to do. We need to have more bluffs here, absolutely. That's for sure. Should we start betting some of our second pairs? I don't think so. I don't think so. Maybe we should bet some of my ace jacks, right? So they're going to perform as kind of the mixture of value bets and the mixture of my bluff bets at the same time, right? Because they have jacks. So we charge all their tens. What do we charge? Like king 10, queen 10, right? Jack 10 if he has jacks, though I block a huge amount of jacks like this. Jacks, queens, kings, good to call here. Nines, eights, sevens, sixes, fives, fours. I think I can start betting these guys as my bluffs, of course. Fives, fours, twos, right? Because we are here around, we're here around bluffs here. We're here around some straights. So I think we're going to bluff bet with these guys. And guys, don't bet just a little bit itsy bitsy, you know, because versus these small bets, the opponents are going to call a ton of hands. I don't think you should do this. I think you should take control of the pot. You should be aggressive in poker. You should put your opponents on the edge of their nerves, right? So that they're like, what does he have? Does he really have it or not? You have your perfect sound basics, so you're good here, you know? You can do whatever you want. Like this 31 here. Okay, so what else? Actually, you know, we have some more very strong value hands. These are ace-3. I think you can call with them. I think you can bet with them. Two pairs that are quite vulnerable. If the opponent calls, I'm going to check call with them on turn and river. Okay, good. I think we can bluff with these guys. Ace-4, ace-5, ace-2, right? Because they are around straights here, right? So I think we are good to bluff with them, especially the ones with colors that are suitable for the board. 34, still not enough, guys, you see? So the thing is, like, we have such a huge amount of hands that are value hands that we don't even know, like, okay, how to balance this with our, you know, check calls here, right? So that's very interesting. Maybe I put into my bluffs, semi-bluffs, semi-value bets, these ace jacks. Then we have 46 already, 0.8. That's much better, though we still need more, right? So this is very interesting to know. Should we adopt these guys? Maybe. They look reasonable. At the same time, I want to have my check calling range with something, right? What do I check call with? Right? So I don't know. Okay, look here, let's do this. I will build up my calling range as well. I have my value betting range, I have my bluff betting range, but I have to maybe, I don't know, maybe this is still fine, right? We have approximately 1.5 bluffs per every strong value bet. So maybe I want to, okay, let's see what is my check calling range on this board, right? So if I have these guys here, so ungrouped, I have 83. Actually, you know, we bet approximately 52.62%. This is really good, right? More than 50% of the range. It looks reasonable. Now, ungrouped, 83. Let's see, what are we going to call here? We have 83 hands, right? 83, yes, hands. Multiply 0.67 if the opponent bets 50% versus us, right? 55.61. These are the hands, the amount of hands that we need to call. Okay, let's call some guys. Okay, first let me put this one into my calling range. Then I'd really love to put into my check raising range, to be honest. Okay. Okay, check call, check call, check call, check call, check call, check call. Look, my check call already has 30. Maybe I can adapt these guys. Nines, I don't quite want to adapt nines that much. No, actually, why not? We can. That's fine. If we catch a 9, we are still safe. No straights closed yet. Okay, like this. 10, 9. So what do we do with these guys? Oh, ace. Look, weak aces here. That's where they can play, finally, these weak aces, right? I think some of these aces are reasonable to call as well, especially not colorful ones, right? Ooh, look at that. So our check calling range is already 69. So you see, maybe some of these hands are supposed to bluff, right? But I don't see them bluffing that much. I feel like check calling with them, and that's, I think, a very strong check calling range. We have our aces in our check calling range, so we are protected. I think into our check raising range we can put these tens, okay? Yeah, I feel like putting these tens into my check raising range because they unblock the opponent's aces. I feel they're pretty strong here. So I will put them into my check raising range. Check raise. Okay, and I need to balance this with some of my bluff check raises, okay? I think I want to bluff check raise with some of these kind running aces, with some of these traits. I think ace of clubs, right, and maybe ace of spades are really good candidates. We need only 3 hands for that, so we need to think which ones, right? Maybe actually it is really good to play with the hearts as well, because they unblock the opponent's runner flushes. So this is very interesting to know. Okay, look, I'll put it here, and then I will double check with the solver again, and let's see what the solver says in this case. Okay, but I feel like doing this. Okay, so I have 3 very strong hands here. Okay, I can take 6 hands with me, to be honest, here. Okay, so let's take these guys. Ace 2, ace 2, ace 2. Don't want to take hearts that much still. I don't know. I feel like we need to become better if we want to become better. Yeah, I think I will be check raising with my clubs and spades here. Like this. Clubs and spades here, clubs and spades here. I think this is really good in this way, yeah. Okay, good. Okay, I'm pretty happy with my check raising range, to be honest. I have 3 point, I mean, like I have these guys here, 3 combinations. I don't know why it says more, right? I have only 3 here. Oh, maybe because these we have 3s here. I would prefer to bet actually these 3s here, like this. Yes, okay, good. Now 3, and we have bluff check raise, 5, almost 6, right? And I think we're good in this way. Very good. I'm very satisfied with this, even though we have a very heavy calling range, but that's fine so far. That's fine, I think. We need to be protected, and we have high cards here, and we have kind of weak aces here, right? Okay, we have weak second pairs here, so that's fine. We have tens, so that's fine. These guys, you see, they're not that playable as I can see them. Maybe, you know, maybe around these tens we can build up bluffing range here. I think, yeah, we add up these guys into our bluffing range. So spades, for these jack 9, queen 9, I think around tens. They're really good kind of bluffing hands. They can build up straights, I think, and they block our opponent's straights potentially. So I think they're really good to bet. and they unblock some of weak kings that might be there, right, and might fold as well. Maybe king 9. Okay. Okay, yeah, I think so. Let me see. What actually can we bluff bet here with these guys? 3 combinations of jack 9. Okay, fine. And 3 combinations of these queen 9. Okay, good. Okay, so far I think it is like these guys, like this. 69. Yeah, so value bet 30, 46 bluff bets. Okay. That's right. So a lot of bluff bets here with gut shots, as you can see, right? So these ace jacks, you should be extremely careful. On the turn, they're not value bets anymore, possibly. You should be extremely careful with them. The opponent might have a lot of very strong hands there. Okay, good. Where like this. Okay, now let's double check what the solver offers in this way, right? On this board. Ace, 10, 3, rainbow. Because there's already the second day that kicked in, so I can still use the solver for one free hand. So let's go and double check. No, the solver doesn't allow me, still thinks that the new day has not started yet. Okay, so that's it. Okay, guys, so that's it so far. I hope you enjoyed it. I enjoyed it for sure. So work, maybe, I don't say this is like fully, absolutely correct. The thing is, I try to find logic to this, and I really like that I do find logic in this. I'm pretty happy with my results. So, yeah, please work on your game, feel better, improve. It really gives a good feeling to it, than only just playing poker. So yeah, thank you very much, guys. Keep in touch. Bye bye.